Hi there, I'm James. This is Outpost Terminal. We typically take a look at games that are upcoming or recently released, and I believe are often underserved in the kind of publicity community. Today, we are going to get a very fortunate chance to begin a playthrough of the playtest for Mothership by Space Game Studios. And we will be joined at certain periods through the playthrough by Carlos, the developer himself.
Hi there, I will stop your YouTube video and I just say something. So yeah, keep it up. Hi James.
And giving you kind of an exclusive first look, but also getting some real-time feedback from him on how the playthrough's going and things that may have been interesting decisions along the way. I will ask a few questions in each episode, and I look forward to digging into exactly what we have in store. So, a couple things to note, and I'm going to mention these at the beginning of each of these sessions. First, this is a playtest, right? The goal is to kind of share our first impressions, potentially even identify any issues that might come up. So it is not intended to be a finished game, right? The current state, it is in sort of pre-alpha state, and Carlos specifically has noted that, like, since his area of expertise is not in the art or 3D design space, many visual assets will see replacement before this turns into a formally fully launched game. So it's going to remain as sort of this pre-alpha state relatively late in its development cycle, but I personally think that's a good thing because it means that the game itself is going to have to stand on its own mechanics. And from my demo playthrough of this at the time, I expect this to be very strong in the kind of mechanics and feel category. So, just wanted to put those out front. Carlos, as I said, is developing this solo. So this is his first commercial project that he's releasing. And last but not least, Mothership as a concept, right? So this is about a person searching for the last people that they're aware of in the galaxy. It is intended to be a pathfinding experience, right? Focused more on exploring and finding your way through environments than some other games, which tend to focus more on other aspects of what it might be like to be in space. So, with that said, thanks for joining us, and if you haven't yet, grab your tea or coffee, and let's dive in. All right, Mothership. Yes, as you probably have seen before, if you've watched other videos on this, Carlos is really good about being upfront about where he is in the process, and he wants feedback. So honestly, know that he is helping make this video, and he will be monitoring what gets mentioned. So it is helpful if you see things that I missed. It would be absolutely helpful to drop a comment, and we will make sure that he sees those. All right, let's jump into the new game. Mitoeda for opening the path, and to Matnava for carrying on the journey. Oh. So, tutorial we are seeing as a young girl. Just as a space enthusiast, I want to note right off the bat. The light, like chord behavior, the dancing lights was a beautiful touch. It kind of puts you in this space where you can sort of envision what it means to be truly out in the limitless, right? Love it. Okay, so we've learned to look around. I guess I should probably look up and down. We absolutely can move in that space. As we reach the edge of that cluster, we're continuing on. I mean, it certainly can't hurt to explore what's toward the light, right? And worth noting, as we saw before, there is, at least at the moment, there is kind of a slight deceleration when you let off. I think as we get further in the game, assuming that hasn't changed, that will fade away. And
All right, here's my first comment, James. Exactly, very keen about the deceleration. And this is a very tricky part, like other moments in the game in which I want to give players a lot of freedom, but kind of nudge them in the right direction without being too invasive, too obvious. Just trying to be subtle or artistic, or so this is one case in which it can be very complicated this moment because players can go anywhere in any direction, like literally. All right, you found it.
amazing. The sound. I love that there's no like further instruction here so far. We'll see if I've chosen the right path. I like to think I probably have. But to chase that, the god rays and the flashes are excellent.
Yeah, the fact that it is you are never sure, that insecurity is part of the intended experience. And also, I wanted to credit from the very beginning the musician that is who is Stellar Drone is very, kind of known on internet, and he has like a free to use music. He has not been involved like directly creating this music for this project. It's just free music he has created for the world, and I have decided to use it because I truly love it, and he has made a lot of songs that I found the right song for each one of the moments of the game, so it's kind of perfect. Why not?
It's changing to be almost like water. Maybe it is water. Wow. Okay. So we have awoken as our young protagonist on board a helicopter destined for uncertain. And we are packed in. Nice. I guess we can certainly explore. The intent being, oh look, play toys. And you can grab things. I love it. It's kind of teaching us. Those look like either torches or repair items. I mean, you know we gotta go for the soccer ball. And the timeliness of this is not lost. Congratulations to Spain on the World Cup win.
Yeah!
And I know, Carlos, you're excited by that. It's really neat to be able to celebrate with you. I'm just cleaning things up. That or I'm going to get mugged in this circle of young adults. See if I'm supposed to go somewhere else. This is interesting because it's kind of teaching you what it's like to be the child, right? You feel like you're already overwhelmed by all of the surroundings. And I'm hoping at a certain point, and let's see, there's no jump. I can look over my shoulder. Am I supposed to be grab ledge? Okay. Hey, we landed. I'm not sure when that happened. That's probably on me. I feel like if that was a just timed event, which it may not have been, I wasn't paying close attention outside the windows. If that was a timed event, that was very well timed because it was right around the time that I start wondering, have I missed something? I better bring the backpack with me. Oh, human, don't run me over. Okay, so this is presumably the mothership, or a mothership, that we are boarding. That's great. So let's see here. One thing I just figured I would ask right out of the gate. So Carlos, you went from aeronautical engineer to solo indie dev. Like, what was the moment when you feel like you knew that Mothership was the game you had to make?
Okay, I guess that one is for me. Haha. It was pretty soon. When I quit my job, I naturally I start thinking about a solid concept, and then it's just like the games I like or the concepts I wanted to explain to people that came to me naturally, and I try to mix them up, um, and that's what happened, and that's how the concept of Mothership came out.
I feel like there's much we can learn from that answer. We've got people in astronaut suits. We've got a lot of people not in astronaut suits. I'm just gonna keep taking my backpack. I don't think this is my backpack now that I think about it, but it's entertaining nonetheless. And the people are, we'll say, bumping into boxes. They're really trying to get to kind of the shuttle, or I mean, I say shuttle, this is far from a shuttle. It's enormous. The idea that a ship like this would... Oh no, oh no. No, 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 we're missing it. Oh, poor child. Like, I would love to think that there's, like, in the real world that this wouldn't happen, but I bet Mothership 8. Oh. but I can only imagine that things like this do happen. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh no. Child. I mean, this completely makes sense. You do not want to be there. My hand is having a bit of a moment, but we're kind of waving goodbye. I promise, Internet, there is no unaliving happening right now. Okay, and we see like other languages on the presumably bridge or a con tower of other ships leaving. Perhaps 8 of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so there are 8 total. This was the last one. Worth noting. Okay. Oh man, so we can get up now. Oh boy, but this is bad. This is real bad. As evidenced by the low bassy note there. Like, I don't know yet exactly why we left Earth, but oh, okay. And now we are presumably ever so slightly older, but we now have a backpack on. Okay, we're wandering the world. Just making our way because there's nothing, and we're growing. Oh, I love so literally if I just kind of keep walking like this, we found shoes that are too big for us, like way too big for us. In a weird way, at this angle, it's so cinematic because it's the determined gaze, right, of the character. Okay, young adult, still wearing those boots. Those are some good boots. They're holding up. And out in wasteland, but moving toward a house of some sort. All right. And I would assume the intent here, though it looks a little bit lunar, is that this is Earth. And from the dead trees, we're seeing things don't look good. So there's a bit of an answer to where we are and why. All right. Reaching like the teen, maybe mid-teen years. And we're just walking through the... I like the note that the backpack is there, like it was left as an item for us to consider grabbing. We grabbed it, and now it's something that has gone with us, in addition to the like pink plushie toy and the globe.
Just one, because it's funny what you are saying. You are the only person in the world that has taken that has catch with you that backpack at the beginning of the game. So it's like really great, a great coincidence.
Keychain. Kind of like items from your story, right? Sort of relics of the time you spent. Oh, we can sprint now as well. I was not paying attention. That'll help us navigate a bit more quickly. Man, everything is dead. Just everything. And when you see a hill, you know you climb it in a game. Presumably, that's where we're heading. To the satellite. Well, the receiver. But, all right, can we jump? We can. I really like the kind of immersive nature of, there's literally no UI on the screen. All I'm doing is walking through an environment right now. And that could be seen as like to say that like we live in a world where we have many prompts and inputs all at the same time. For something to say, strip that back, have a straightforward experience. This is about pathfinding and exploration. I already am less confident in my direction that I chose, because I don't remember if I've turned at all. I think I see, yeah. Interesting. So when I zoom in, I don't know if this will come through on the like encoded audio when it's uploaded to YouTube, but the sound is sort of stereo left right now. And when I zoom in, because the player is actually over the right shoulder of the sort of protagonist, the sound appears on my left ear. That's just interesting. I think that's normal sound engine behavior, but it just caught my attention. All right, we got barbed wire. Well, you know what we got to do here. I don't think we try to climb it. This is not that kind of game. Man, this place is immense. But it makes sense if we're trying to figure out something about where we came from, right? Then it's very reasonable that you would be looking for sort of the largest communications array you could find. And we do know from the write-up that the premise here is that we are the last remaining person. So though it's possible there could be others, I don't think that's kind of the intent. Oh, we're gonna find a gate, because somehow people have to get in here. Let's hope it's not by helicopter, like that one. If it is, I'm gonna have to climb a tree. I can't climb a tree, can I? Okay, just to be sure. Man, eventually we are going to get in there, don't you worry. So good. And I think I mentioned this in the playthrough, but while I'm sure there are elements of sound design that will change as kind of assets land and textures get finalized, things like that, good sound design in a solo, like exploration style game is so important. And I think like Carlos gets that here, that there is sort of just the rhythmic pounding of your feet looking for options. What I don't know is if I have, no, I've not made it around yet. Okay. But because of that, like you're going to spend so much time in a game like this looking for things, right? Exploring, trying to understand. And as that happens, aha, here was the way in. And it looks like with the dish there, if I had gone to the right, it probably would have been faster. So we walk up the log. It is easy to fall off. All right, we're in.
All right. As I don't know if you noticed after the your playthrough, you have passed like 5 trees like that one you used, and because maybe because you were talking, you didn't pay attention, or I don't know. You see, it's like I've seen other people, other playtesters also passing through these first trees and and missing them. And that's something that I can improve. I don't know how, but it's like I must I have to I must find a way to create a one-way entrance to the complex. So I'm open to ideas. Okay, well done.
Time for some Sam Fisher stuff here. Okay, and we're just like, I mean, presumably we're heading toward the center of the facility, but getting a good look, I feel like, makes a big difference. So there's kind of a factory facility over there. I imagine the array is probably what we're looking at. So I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to explore what's at the facility first, and then maybe go deeper into the launch pad. I'm assuming this is a launch pad. Man, the scale. Like, I think this does a fantastic job of conveying just the raw scale of everything. Like, there are gantries, there are entryways. Whether you can actually go through everything is kind of an irrelevant question, right? Interesting. I think I pushed the button and it's telling me it's not available. Maybe because the power is out. It looks like all the doors are open. We can see if you can climb a ladder. I may not be permitted to get to the ladder. I may not be supposed to get to the ladder. No, you can go up the ladder. Can you go up the not ladder? No! Oh my gosh. Well, that's not good. Okay, we learned to click to get ourselves back up. How about we don't get off the ladder this time, James? Okay, we have a million like ventilation fans. And there we're looking at, oh, there's a ship. Something tells me that is where we're probably going. So now I want to go to the array first. Because again, the intent of the game, like people absolutely, where there are games, people will speedrun games, right? The intent here, thank you for making that ladder not really awkward to get past, like when walking down. I don't know why, but games really struggle with that. And I know there's a bit of a just programmatic challenge to detecting being at the top of a ladder. But by using just walking mechanics, it's honestly just as effective. Let's see if my theory was that this is... Okay. You can press E out here to kind of hum on your own. That's really clever, sort of allowing the player to entertain themselves. Like being a relatively straightforward mechanic, but the mechanic helps like emphasize the isolation of all of this. There's a couple factories, radar.
All right. Humming point. That's something I am struggling with. I don't know if let it there or remove it. In the very last version of the game, I have removed it. It's because when people must, it's the same button to interact with objects, and when there is nothing to interact with close enough, you are going to hum, which is kind of clever, but the small problem is that if someone is almost close to an interactable item. The humming can be triggered by accident, and that can bother people or just confuse people. And I would like to find like just a single humming button, something. But for the I have with the gamepad, I have all the buttons are used. So we'll see. I don't know how to do it. Also, again, open to ideas.
Fish. Maybe this is as high up as we're allowed to go, which it kind of seems. I'll go the rest of the way around just to be safe. But yeah, okay, so it looks like we're headed to the shuttle. Down the ladder. Maybe we use...
Again, I think you are the first person that truly explores the array, and I was very preoccupied. I was worried that people will enter the array because, of course, you saw it from the distance, and there is nothing inside the array, and then people will be disappointed. I was worried about that. It's not your case, so I'm happy. I'm happy.
Use an exterior ladder this time. And on out. Just exploring this world. I keep wanting to do that, and I learned from that first time. 'Twas bad. We can even run up this ladder. We're that good / dangerous. I shouldn't go up the ladder, because I will hurt myself. Like, because I gotta get down to the ship. And though I don't have a health bar, I would prefer not to throw my adolescent child of a player off a cliff. Okay, so some of these are closed. Maybe the idea is I have to. There we go. It was helping me understand that that's what I needed to do. I can fit through the door. Again, thank you for having the presence of mind as a developer to say when the player character fits through an opening, allow them to go through that opening. It's not that it's wrong to make like impassable areas. I think that's perfectly reasonable. But it's less reasonable to make it so that the player sees where they are going and has an arbitrary reason for police work. Okay, well, we can jump down to this, I think. Okay. Yes. Down. Down. Okay. Little bit of an impact. We're okay. And now we're here, so we're going to continue working our way down. Keep clear. I don't think people did a good job of keep clear. Oh, we might be learning something here. Because there's a bullseye on that. Maybe we push a block up to it? Maybe I'm missing a cue that I should not be missing. It's worth noting, the Q button walks same as the A button. I just realized that. Minor thing, but... Like, I don't want to make a big mess of things. Maybe it really is as simple as we just keep pushing this block until we get there. We climb the block, then we could climb up on the next block. Doesn't feel like that's probably the solution intended here.
You are totally right, and right here we have one of the reasons to make playtest. You see that wood crate you are pushing, I shall remove it from the level. Just take it away. Don't put anything that can be pushed close to that door, because as you have guessed, it's not the intended solution.
But maybe it is. We're getting there. And we're playing some music to give us some atmosphere. Before I bump up against that, let's pick it up. There we go. I think I'm up against the thing. There we go. Maybe this will do what I want to do. Nah. Not enough. I'm about to have to get creative. Because we can climb that. I don't think I'm allowed to pick that up. I can climb it, but I can't pick it up. Maybe we jump the gap? That seems... Maybe we just accept the damage here to drop to the ground. I'm not sure that's the right solution because there's an elevator over there. But the elevators don't work. Here we go. Oh! Flatlined. So that's not the solution I wanted. Good to note. I'm here, all right. Let's see what I can do. So we know we can go over the containers. I'm obviously missing something in my... Is this? Can I... Like, we know that from before, we could sort of grab things. Is it as simple as just moving a box out of the way? Like, am I just missing an easy... Don't think so. All right, how do I get... So these are sizable. Let's try... Does this door do anything? Does this red box help me in any way? Maybe. Maybe there's something inside of here? Oh, look. That changes things. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have a... Well, that changed everything. I like that I was trying to solve it the other way first. Reload. It's infinite. Oh, but we may not be able to... Okay, I'm not looking to make life difficult here. That makes so much more sense. Now we're just kind of pushing our way through using the firearm. All right, all right. Click, click. There's something about the particularly jarring shot sounds that makes it so difficult to like, I don't want to waste it. Right. Awesome. Okay, so we're here now. Now the trick is, I want to know how to go down the... Oh, there's another. Can I shoot without? Yes, I can. Such danger. Pack item. Hold object. Use. Now this is... Oh, flares. But that means we're going into the dark. Okay. Awesome. Interestingly, I'm getting messages that I have an internet outage, but I don't. I won't complain. All right. So now we're investigating kind of what's in these areas. Whoops. Well, we got in here. I don't think it did me any good, but I got in here. Having the flashlight helps. That one's closed. That one's closed. I may have made my life difficult. So we're just exploring what's in these areas, it looks like. I'm not seeing so far anything that I need. There's something I need. How will I get out of here? This could be a disaster. I like that we have a flashlight now. Okay, we have a sword. Precision cut mode. Oh, interesting. So we can choose which way to cut. And now I should have basically cut the doors open. Oh, wow. A la anime style. I like it. So now we have the ability to cut through blocks and boxes. This is very well paced as a design. So now we could just cut our way through. And I like this. The precision cut mode is actually really clever. I don't think I've ever seen that particular mechanic. Should I be cutting all of those, or am I using... Am I pushing boxes down? In theory, I might be able to push boxes down to be able to... No, there's a red box right up there. That's where we're headed. I thought maybe I was trying to push a bunch of this off to create a... And then that, see, is up above still, so that's not gonna help us. Which means it's chop chop time. But you can't chop.
Chop, chop, chop. Yeah, just wanted to comment on what you said, that you was trying to think, what you was thinking, if it was possible to drop some, to push some big boxes to make on the bottom floor, to make like a pile to land on it. It is technically possible. It is technically possible. It is extremely difficult, but it can be done. So I'm just not constraining the player if someone wants to be creative. So be it.
Chop through these, so you have to shoot them. And now maybe the sensitivity on the... Okay, we climb, jump, grab. Okay, okay. And here we have... Is this a grapple? It sure is. Rappel down, hold briefly. I may not have wanted to hold that the whole time. The autosave points are very good. All right, let's not hurt yourself like that, James. I did not mean to shoot that wherever I did. Oh, I messed up. I messed up bad. I didn't mean it, but I'm gonna die now. So you have to be careful with the rappel gun. I think it's really good that we did that. I just have to be smart. I think there's like, oh, it's just meant to be an artifact. Okay, so we'll launch it at the roof. There we go. I just held it. You need to go slowly. And then when you're down... Oh, I think I could have just put it away? Or do I cut it? I've done something I didn't mean to do.
Yeah, that's another thing. That's a bug. You should have a pop-up in the middle saying reload to unleash, to detach. Instead, you had again once you was touching the ground, it was saying to you still press the left mouse button to rappel down. So yeah, thank you, you found it.
I also don't know exactly how I got my equipment set up the way I did. Oops, that wasn't the button I wanted. I believe.
And that's another bug. You are able to run in any direction. You are not supposed to do that. The rope is supposed to block you if you go away from the last point. And that's, I think, because you pack the rappel gun. You pack it while you was pressing the trigger to release the rope. All right, thank you.
From the playthrough, if I remember right, early on the demo, there's a ladder back here. I'm not sure what to do with the rope. I feel like I've made mistakes with the rope. But we have officially entered the craft. We have a spacesuit now. Refuel core, we need 2 cores, and this is a core. And now I have to find another core, which I can only assume is somewhere down here. Oh no, I've created more attachment points for the rappel. Well, let's just keep creating them. This looks promising. Protective clothing required. Okay, environmental hazards. Oh no. This is a bit of a thing. So we know we're going down there. But I think this means I need to be able to... Oh, reload gets rid of it. Of course it does.
Sorry, I just skip backwards to see that reaction again.
Of course it does. Oh, this is gonna kill me for sure. Is there a... So I can pull back on it. I'm trying to figure out what I should do here. I'm assuming touching it is real bad. Maybe I can like force one to move by shooting it? Let's touch it, just to confirm that that's gonna be bad. Confirmed. All right. But now we have our gear. And we know there's one core there. There's probably one core down the chamber. I just have to figure out where I hid the chamber at. Over there, okay. So we have all of the protective clothing required, which, oh, it's the suit. Duh, James. The suit. I just went right by the suit in the back of the airlock, which was there to tell me that there's a hazardous environment, right? Put on the suit. Now, I'll go ahead and put this in. But now we should be able to go through. Now, here, the gravity's strong enough. We are not. Core 1. Detected. It's that way. Yes, absolutely. I was trying to like rappel my way there. Yes, so it's saying, right, that this tracks the cores. It tells you whether, like, which direction it is. You press T to change, and the vertical compass will tell you whether it's above, below, or even with you. So in this case, it is about there, but over here. So like right here, we're looking at it. Core location, forward, which makes sense. It's down this chamber that I was not wisely trying to traverse. And I bet now, yeah, so it hurts. And there's our 92, so the suit took damage, but let's turn a light on. Getting out could be a whole other ball of fun. So like there's some damage we had to take there to be able to get down here. But there's a whole different thing. Let me check our radar. It's, yep, straight ahead behind this door. Let's use sword mode. Well, I actually need to get up there, so please hold. There we go. Chop, chop, chop. That poor fork truck had a problem. Okay, and here we are now seeing our final core that we need. No, let's not slice up the radio that I was thinking about picking up. Well, unsurprisingly, that did not work, but you know what will? Climbing. And we have a rappel rope, which in theory I might be able to use from right there on the platform. I'm just a big scared. Oh boy. So we're climbing out on the gantry. Absolutely not something you would want anyone doing. But when you're the last one, It has to happen. And I can assume that's like a placeholder texture there. I think I may have come here too soon. Unless the goal is to just have me... Maybe? We'll give it a shot. Unless the goal is to have me use the grapple. Oh, this is great. And like, it's actually showing you. I want to pause to show this. So like, yes, there's the physics of the object swinging on a rope, right? But by using the boosters, it's actually preparing you for the orbital mechanics that where like when you boost, you're going to only be able to boost a certain amount. And it's going to influence the swing. We have the core. Now, I will die. Okay, I can drop that. I think that's good. What I'm less confident of that was potentially a risky play. Suit integrity caution. And now down here somewhere I dropped that core. Uh-oh. I crashed. Just a second. We'll be right back.
Oh boy. All right. That can happen when slicing objects. Not normally, but I have seen it other times. And that box you have sliced it before and it worked. So I guess it's when there are many objects at the same time, or I don't know. It's kind of random, and I'm sorry for that.
All right. We'll get loaded back in here. And presumably continue with our journey. We'll see how far we need to revisit. Okay, we do not have the suit, so we'll be grabbing the suit, going to the correct end of our shuttle, putting our power core in, looking smartly around the room for where I need to go rather than running aimlessly. And we know that it is, yes, now this way. It is forward. And I'm going to endeavor to minimize this. Pain. It hurts, but it doesn't hurt terribly. Like, you can survive it. So now getting the core back out, really, like through here, I thought this would be potentially tricky. Honestly, I think where it will be tricky is actually getting back over like these areas. Whoops. That was not the button I meant to hit. Let's reload that flare so we get some light. And now we're through. Get our grapple out. Now we know we could... I think I did what I needed to do there. What I'm less confident about is how I need to get back to this side. Maybe I need to swing. I wasn't using the physics the right way. But can I? Maybe you can't. Maybe I have to take it out, drop it down, and then retrieve it.
You did it absolutely right. It was just a crash from the game. So yeah, I'm sorry for the confusion.
That might be just the genuine intended path. All right, before we go over the edge. All right, down, down, down. And you can absolutely go fast enough to hurt yourself here.
Yes, I forgot the last time to mention that I think you are the first person that I've seen uh, putting the hook, in the middle of the roof of the sailing, and just rappelling straight from the middle. I think you are the very first person. Really, normally people go by the sides and try to put the hook in the yellow bars in the sides on the sides, but you just went, yeah, really like center. It's perfect. It's the fastest way. Congratulations.
Oh, big scary. Oh. So we can just grab this. And then maybe by swinging, I'll be able to throw it not in the pile of stuff. No, it's gonna go in the pile of stuff. Okay. And I can do this and do this way. And hopefully these things will disappear in time. Ouch. I'm kind of stuck in the stuff. I think I'm getting back up. Let's just keep cutting till we get to a side. And then we'll see if we can clear it out a little. I saw it over here somewhere. It's a mess. I guess we'll just keep going till it flips it somewhere I can pick it up. There we go. Keep going. That's not what I meant to do. I've officially lost it, which is why having our little compass is so helpful. Here we go. Hold object. Hey, we're on our way now. Almost on our way. Set that there. Make a new pathway and oops, I did it again. Please hold.
Hey, yeah, and it must be something. I must review the collision box for that crate. Thank you.
And while this comes back up, I feel like this is a good opportunity to just point out and highlight that this is exactly why playtesting happens. All right. It's important to remember that as we like get ourselves back into the game, that like things are going to surface. That's the purpose of a playtest. So let's switch back into it. Make sure I've got everything going here. Yeah, it looks good. All right. One more time, and I will not. So I think what I'm running into is I got aggressive swatting at boxes, and I think I may have created some kind of like physics condition that should not happen, and so the game is not prepared to handle that condition. Purely a thought, could be wrong, but all right. So we have a new signal, we can check it. Plus side, we're getting better and better at this each time. I'm also feeling confident that if I could put the swingy, the rappel, where it belongs, I would, there we go. Yeah, here you go. There. Located. Let's get that out and get our light on. But I think that could be my reason here. There's a ton of boxes, and I could see you causing significant problems by having all of those physics objects like colliding. Like here, those parts are few and far between enough that I don't think I'm super concerned about them getting out. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to get them. Like, is it possible to just hit this without going up there? Like if I just aim way the heck up. I don't think I can. No, okay. Totally fine, just wanted to make sure so I wasn't doing something twice that didn't need it. Also, the rope, like simulation of rope mechanics is very hard to do because they're tensile bodies, but they're not solid bodies in the same way that like if you used, say, a bar as the shape, you would not have some of the mechanics problems that you do when it's... So here, if I just hang down past, I can put it up. Not close enough. Close enough now. Grab it. Grab it. Grab it. And now, I think it's worth it to try to drop it as far toward the side as... Oh, that's not very much toward the side. Okay, how can I do this without making a big mess? Because what I really want to do is prepare a clean path out. Just take it easy. Everybody stay cool. I'm gonna do like a vertical cut here so I can get through this box. And in theory, we can just walk right out. That's not the button I meant. That is what that button does. I just wasn't ready for it. There we go. So we have this. Good news, ladies and gentlemen, we have left the boxed area. Can I jump? I can jump, so we're gonna do that. And then we'll use the stairs. Awesome. So let's see here. Kind of while I walk this back, I'm gonna prompt another one. So we talked about how like you transitioned as an engineer into being a solo dev. The premise of the game here sort of starts with a forgotten child, right? That's our main character. Why start the story there instead of like inside the mothership itself? Like, was it just the compelling story? Was it that you really wanted to create sort of a sense of purpose? Or was there some other reason?
Hey, I don't know. It took me a lot to put the story, kind of the basic concepts of the story is very simple, but we had a lot of brainstorming with a friend, and and that's the most emotional moment that we could create, that we thought to create that a reason, a reason to follow the people, to want to find the humans again. Is by is not by explaining the humans have left Earth. You must follow them. No, it's to create that connection, to live through interaction, to live that moment, and in addition to living that moment in which the mothership leave Earth, and that's great because you see it with your own eyes. But something that I discovered lately that surprised me was when I that's my brother. Is when you are in the helicopter. I created that because I thought it was cool just to arrive in a helicopter to the mothership departure. But then I discovered that the moment I was interacting as a child, the moment I was interacting with the objects, with other people, very basically, but I was walking around them and I was climbing um over the knees of the people. That moment, it surprised to me. I felt I was connecting with that people, even with all the limitations of the it's very basic for now, the interactions, but I felt it. It was like, okay, I'm because okay, that's it, because I'm playing with them, kind of. Again, very basic, but I'm playing with the people. It's like if you walk around, you push them, and and that creates, I think that creates a reason to follow them after that. So that that's it.
I really like just kind of hearing that insight from the dev, right? Like understanding what it means to Carlos, right, for the story to state what it does, and then how we can use that. All right, so we are here. I'm going to operate under the assumption that setting this down, I don't think that moved. How dare it? Does that mean... Okay, we can climb things. I wasn't sure if we'd be able to with our hands full. Okay, that changes everything. We are clear to get back. All right. To the shuttle. Don't you mind this sound. It's unpleasant. It is correctly very off-putting to be in it, but that's kind of the intent. The game doesn't want you to feel comfortable in that spot.
Yeah, but as you pointed out, it is. Well, I think it's too unpleasant, and other people has pointed it out recently, and I have in the last version you will play next time. It is already uploaded. I have removed the grunts, the when I remove that, it's just the heartbeats, and it's totally fine. They are lower, the sound is lower, so it's you understand it completely, but it's not like aggressing you as the player.
Oh, good, there's a ramp. There was a brief moment where I was like, if no ramp, how James get up there? There's a lot of really good level design that happened here. Like, that's not an easy thing to do as a solo dev.
Yay!
We got power. You know what that means? Conceal this airlock, stow the suit, because, you know, I may need all that shortly. Love it. Padded chambers. A little bit messy, but you know we're jumping here. So while we're here navigating kind of the sort of first time we're leaving the planet, I just wanted to ask a little bit about like first minute or so details that you specifically built in because you wanted to show like the emotional tone of the game. I think there were a lot of clear like suggestions there, and I just wanted to hear a little bit about how you thought about that.
Do you mean the first emotional things or themes we have seen so far? We had the departure of the mothership with that the connection. First thing is the emotional connection with the people. Second is when you see the people leaving, and then you have your goal that explained by itself. It's like, okay, that's it. That's my goal. Second, we have the what I call the musical transition, in which it's like a musical montage in which you see your character growing up, and at the same time seeing places on Earth abandoned. So then there you have the explanation without words. You have your explanation. Time has passed, and the Earth is abandoned. Because before that music montage, you don't know it. You see people living, but you don't know that the rest of the Earth is empty. You don't know that all Earth is empty, but you can extrapolate and say, okay, if the cities and fields around me are empty, but maybe everything is empty too. Then we have the forest is the first moment in which you are free to run, to move in any direction, and from the beginning you have also like in the moment on the water, it's like freedom. Like you must find the direction, but you are free to get wrong. So to go in the wrong direction, you are free. You do whatever you want, and that's one of the pillars of the game is go wherever you want. I'm going to suggest you to go there, but you can go straight there. You can make a detour. You can go the opposite direction. Like I respect your choice, and that's it. Okay, the forest. In the forest we have also the feeling of loneliness, and again the feeling of being lost, because it's very similar in every direction, and that's something I also wanted to make people feel. It's very you also by playing it, you at some point you say it in a very small way. You change your direction, and you are not anymore pointing at the tower of the array, Uh, that's one emotion I wanted to create in the players. And then what they call the military complex. It's just I wanted to. It's just something cool. I love bunkers. I have been able to visit some World War II bunkers here in France. Here no, I'm in Spain now. But when I was no, I was visiting France when I was young, and I love them, and also in Germany, and we have some more here, small ones in Spain. It's just so cool. That feeling, no, the structures, and I thought it was a very good opportunity to put it there, and I'm so happy that you explore it in the way it was meant to. So I created on mine, just it's like a decoration. It's a nice place. It's a feeling you can get curious and enter and explore a little bit, but there's nothing there, and I was worried about it, as I told you, uh, because there's nothing there, so it's nothing like exploitable. So that's it. And then there is the what I call the tutorial part when you pick up the objects. That's I call the donut. The donut. This is like a circle with a hole in the middle. That's from the very beginning. That's the only thing I knew. I knew I wanted to do something with a hole in the middle, but it went through a lot of iterations through years to get that right, that architecture, that shape. And then where you recover the core, which is very inspired by the Large Hadron Collider. Um, I don't know that came very lately on the development, and just I thought it was like super cool, and I put it there. I'm super happy. And then Liftoff, you begin your adventure in space. So I think that's it.
Very good. Nice. All right, we are now officially looking at the HUD. We are currently 17. Okay, so late teens. Main core fuel amount, we have 1 year thrusting at 1G. Moon orbit, the mothership yard. There's the moon. So now we are moving it for visual awareness, yes. Takeoff from Earth to reach low Earth orbit. Okay, so we have launched. We are now in space. Okay, and we're actually doing orbital mechanics here. We're just going to go straight for a synchronized orbit with the moon, which means I need to, I need to be a little larger than it to let it catch up. All right, maybe we go a little bigger to make it faster, because our ability to adjust our delta V is significant here. See, we're at about a quarter rotation ahead of it. So in theory, it is catching up here. If it's saying auto, is this going to be... I mean, that is the right orbit, but... Come on, buddy, catch up. We'll use proper mechanics here. I love it. So the whole idea is by being in a higher orbit, right? Technically, your velocity is, there we go, higher at higher altitudes, but it also means the orbital period is longer. So having entered orbit now around the moon, we are attempting to Okay, we're going to insert to the orbital. All right, I think we're just gonna align it here, and then we'll adjust. Not as easy as it seems, because I did a solid burn and I shouldn't have. This is actually a delightful, like, mini game. Just want to be clear, because this is basically the character. Okay, so we've aligned with it, and now we have to, yeah, okay, so we're sort of, rather than aiming for two different transfer nodes at the same time, we handle the inclination, the angle of the orbits, and then we handle, we need to be faster to catch up. I don't know how close I can get. Close. Yoink. So close. Now we are aligned with having performed our maneuver. Oh, we're in space now. Oh, and the physics are all new to us. We're gonna need a suit. And now we have much more. Oh, we used one of our cores. Okay, to get to space, presumably. Ah! Goodbye, stuff. Goodbye, me. All right. 0G calibration. Move up, move down. Brake. Roll mode is all. Oh, I love it. It's proper. New signal detected. So this, I think, is around where we were with, okay, we get our core compass warning again. I think that's probably appropriate here to make sure that we know where the core is. And it's worth noting, if I turn this on, like, I see that we're moving 46 kilometers an hour. That's real fast for a person in a spacesuit. Because up against a stationary body, that'll be not good for my health. But I can also watch the meter on core 2 for the distance. And this doesn't look good. This looks like a former mothership that did not make it. Mothership 9. So there were more than 8. There were just 8 where we were, maybe. It was really clever to have Mothership 9 on the plate, and the plate be rotating just enough as you approach that then it doesn't feel down. Ouch. I smarted myself. It's close. And it's so natural to want to, like, fly forward, but you will hurt yourself if you do. Like, dodging all of these components. Oh, it's like right here, I think. No, 66 ahead, 65. Oh no, it is down there. Okay. Let's go get it. Up. Oh, this is great. This is everything I was hoping it would be. As it sort of comes together. This is the moving around in space game that you probably didn't even notice you really wanted when you were playing. Like, for instance, there are other great space simulators out there, but this is very intentional and, again, calling reference to Carlos's expertise here. As both a student and a professional of astronautical engineering, there are many things about moving in space that just are not easy, right? And so, gathering things, I'm going to get out of the debris because I would rather take it easy. There's a skull or a helmet? A helmet, probably? It's concerning. I bet that's a nod to something later in the game. Look how far away from Earth we are already at the moon. I feel like that's about right. A little bit close, but about right on the scope, and that's nice. Core 1 is the ship. Yep, great. So now we can pick up a little velocity. I keep hitting C to go down, and that's my fault, not the controls. Yeah. Our rocket boots, which, again, for the sake of making it fun, I don't think there's like fuel in the rocket boots that runs out. But basically are your RCS thrusters, if you will. See how fast we're moving really fast. I need to decelerate. Oh, I need to decelerate a lot. There we go. But there is just very much about this that feels like you feel delicate. You feel like you can aggressively fly at things, and eventually we probably will have to, and that's going to terrify me. And we push our way in. Place the core. Go ahead and seal the airlock. Return our suit. Alright, so now we have 3 years of 1G acceleration. And that makes sense because it's going to be tough to accelerate faster than 1G and make the human comfortable on board. Bonk. I love when you impact something, it just kind of turns you into a static body floating. All right, so now we're looking at the observable universe map. Things are a bit bigger. A new core was acquired so we can fuel transfer and reach. Okay, Alpha Centauri is presumably our first destination available. So you make the trip. Oof. 95% the speed of light. You will be 20.6 years old. I'm going to make this travel and then we'll probably stop this particular episode. But I want to make sure we step through the full gameplay loop here as well. So at 17, it's 21:26. So we hit launch and it's going to speed us up. Presumably we're accelerating right through the first portion of the trip, and then we'll decelerate after we reach like our coasting velocity. So we're at 0.8, 0.9, 0.92. So at 0.95, we reverse our direction, and now we're slowing back down, and like that's our distance reducing. That's really fun. Like having traversed, we are now 20.6 years old, so we are aging as we go. We have arrived. And now we can zoom in on the star system where we will need to pick up. I'll go ahead and put us on the ground because I believe this is about, right, so that's where we want to be. Oh, we have to do repairs to the ship. I forgot, we have to do repairs to the ship. Yes, that is a loop in this, my mistake. But so the whole idea here being that as we travel those distances, even carefully, very carefully, we are going to, we are going to encounter like small dust and debris, and it's going to tear up the ship, and we're going to have to go out and fix it. So let's get out there and fix it. All right, I see them. I see them. Ooh. I know how to do move up and move down. I think it's just trying to help me. There we go. Oh, but I moved away from it because I was trying to do too many things at once. Repaired. Here we go. So that's been repaired. I would certainly hope they're not repairs like they appear. These are rough. I like that animation for the roll controls. Oh, and as you push into it, it's actually pushing you away. That's good. That's really good. So exhaust fumes, I don't know if that's really the right word here, but they are gases exhausting the ship, and they'll push your character away. Let's get through here before we need it. We are over a whole new planet. Maybe don't put the suit up yet, James. You should probably close the door. I bet that would be bad for your health. And I like the in and out airlock notes. Like I remember which direction it is, but I could see a player wondering, right? Bonk. We'll just let it carry us right up to the panel. So now we should be able to put ourselves over the pole. And then when we get into position here, I must be missing it just a bit. Oh, that's what the beep beep is, maybe. There we go. So we're landing. And now, if you're familiar, this is where the demo originally taught us some things and paused, and we saw sort of a video showing the inspiring next steps. So what I will do is pause right here and say thank you so much to Carlos for letting us sort of join for this playtest, for answering my questions. And before we go, thank you for participating in this development process. Like, to the developer, to Carlos, and to any of you watching. This is how games get made that people really enjoy engaging with. So I just want to take a second to say thank you for that. Appreciate all of the work that's been done. And we will absolutely catch you in the next episode of this one. Thanks so much. Later.